I'm so excited to welcome you all back to another episode of the Hey Pretty Podcast Season 2. We have been having some transformative, some transparent conversations that I hope have been a blessing to you. We have been doing the hard work, and so we hope that you'll partner with us and do the hard work for yourself because we want you to get to where God is calling you to be. And so I'm bringing some of my favorite people together, and that includes one of my favoriteest, Ashley. I bring her on everything, and I think it's really important because if there is anyone that can talk to us about how to restore relationship with God through all of life's challenges, all of life's ups and downs, it's her. So go ahead, grab your Bible, grab your notebook, grab your pen, grab your snack, grab your water, whatever you need to get comfortable, and let's get started. Excited that you guys are joining us yet again. You guys are familiar with Ashley. I'm excited to have her back. We're going to be talking about restoration of relationship with God and probably 1,001 other things.
Probably.
Yes. Yes, probably that. So I want you to get prepared for an in-depth conversation about what it means to navigate and to navigate with God when you want to and when you don't want to. Because that's a real
Thing.
thing.
That's real life.
That's a real thing. Yeah. So I want to start with when you first heard the topic. What was your first thought outside of why did this girl choose this?
Not why did this girl choose this? Why does this girl keep choosing me?
Yeah, because they keep choosing you.
I know that, and I just y'all be blessed.
They do.
But yeah, it just kind of put me in a state of reflection to remember, from beginning till now. Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
yeah.
When did you get to the place where it wasn't as strong as it is, and where it had been, right? Because there's been down seasons. There have been, and again, let's also make this clear. Like
Right.
you've always had a strong relationship. You've known God. We've all gone through seasons of rebellion and disobedience, right? But what we're talking about is getting to a place where you feel that you are truly solid in relationship with Him. Not necessarily that it's perfect,
Right.
but that you're solid
Yeah.
in Him. So how did you get to that place, and where were you coming from? What season was that?
Well, as you said, there have been multiple seasons of that.
Yeah.
The first season, I was 15. Yeah, 15. Where I had been born and raised in the church. Got saved when I was like 3, 4, 5 years old. So, a babe, literally a baby in Christ. But like you said, it wasn't as though, I think sometimes when people are raised in the church, a lot of them know God based off their family, their friends, their mom, their dad, their leaders, what have you. But that was not the case for me. I really knew God, like at a very early age, like speaking in tongues at 7, 8, 9 years old type of thing. So that doesn't come because you know of Him by way of someone else. That comes because
you know Him.
I know Him in real life. And so going through that, really, just loving Him with my whole entire heart. And then trauma hitting at 15 and me questioning Him and Him answering. And then me saying, yeah, no, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. So deuces. Yeah. So that happened at 15, where I asked Him, why me, for a year and a half. Came to me one day. I was standing up in my room getting dressed, and He said, why not you? And sir, excuse me?
Right. Yeah, that's not the one we want.
But no, and wrong answer.
Right.
I said,
Can we talk about how God was like, that ain't how y'all supposed to respond? I really hope y'all caught that.
Correct.
Catch it in the spirit.
I will tell you in the flesh that is not how you're supposed to
That's
respond.
literally what He's telling y'all. Be mindful.
Be very much so mindful because, when you respond that way, He'll show you why you should never have in life. And that's literally what happened.
Yes.
I responded that way. I stopped doing everything in the church. And for like 3 years, like you talked about earlier, I ran. Yeah, I was like, I'm not singing. I ain't playing no drums. I'm not doing anything. Like, you couldn't pay me to do anything. But in that running, I was lost. I was angry. I was hurt. I was frustrated. I was confused. I was literally all the things, as we would say, but on the flip side. Yeah. And so it came a time when I moved to Gainesville, and I literally heard Him say loud and clear, like, it's time to come back now. And I actually told him again, like, no, I'm good, actually.
I feel all right.
Come back in about 3 years. I'll be 21.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing my college thing right now.
Right.
You can come back at 21. We can talk then. I think I'll be ready by then. Clubbing days will probably be over.
Yeah.
And then, let's chit-chat it up then. Girl, please. He laughed just like you laugh, and I'm certain of it. Because in 3 months, I was at your daddy church in that balcony. Oh, just, I knew. Toe up from the floor up. So I knew it was, I was coming back. But I still went to TV at 4 o'clock to the little chunky Sunday. I'm not gonna lie, I did that. I did that for a few Sundays.
Yeah.
But every Sunday I was, up in that balcony crying and weeping and crying. And that was the drawing. Yeah, that was the drawing. Like, girl.
Because what if you hadn't come? Then we wouldn't have met.
Child.
I do realize that.
Yeah, I understand. I do. You probably would have hunted me down.
I really would have.
Because you was an
Please
aggravating
understand.
little
I really was.
But it worked itself out.
I still am, but
it
it's
worked
okay.
itself out. It worked itself out.
I'm yet grateful.
I made it to your parents' church, and and the rest is history. But that was the first time, and it was just I shared a couple months back that Patience alluded to this in your previous series, but I'm the type. I'm glad somebody prayed for me. Yeah. Mama prayed for me. Somebody had me on their mind. They took a little time and they prayed for me. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad they prayed. Like, seriously, I am very glad they prayed.
Those old songs hit
When I tell you, I'm so glad they prayed for me. Because, like the Bible says, if you train up a child, I always tell anybody, I tell my mom all the time, girl, if you didn't do nothing else right in your life,
you did that.
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trained up a child in the way that she should go. And when I got old, baby, I did go my way, right. But I found my way back to the foundation that was laid.
I love that.
And so if it wasn't for that, we would not be a thing. I would not be a thing. Like, I know for a fact I would not be on the face of this earth had that foundation not been laid. And so,
that's the thing, because, and I want to make a distinction here too, because sometimes when you talk about restoration or relationship with God, people talk about it from the vein of like church hurt.
Yes.
And, leaving church and all these things. Even though you're running from God, it wasn't like that.
Correct.
It wasn't a church thing. It wasn't like you didn't know him, that you weren't. It wasn't quite that.
No.
I think that's a really important distinction to make,
is.
because that's how a lot of people get into disobedience.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They know God.
Yes.
They know what he's saying, but they're making a decision. It's not about anybody else
Correct.
or anything like that. And how do you stay in this place now that you're here, right? Not to go back to that. Because you have choice.
No, definitely. And that's the one key thing that I always tell people is that he's a God of choice. Like, he gives us the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, all those things. But at the end of the day, he also gives us the power to choose. Yeah. And so just like choosing to wear what we currently have on, choosing him every day is a thing for me. Yeah. Like, so much so I do ask him, like, okay, what do you want me to wear today? Where am I going today? Like, your life has to be that submitted. So a lot of times people want, the height of their relationship with him, but they don't want the yieldedness of the relationship with him. And that's the difference. It's like, you have to be yielded beyond yourself. Because he know me. Child, please. He knows me. Like, in real life, I feel like, I don't want to do this. Yeah. I don't want to say that. Because, like, I know who he's called me to be. Yeah. And so it's like, I had a conversation with someone just a couple weeks ago, and I said, as much as I don't want what's coming with this next season, I don't like the place that I'm currently in. So, again, there is a choice that has to be made.
I feel like we've had a part of that conversation.
Yes. It's like, do you stay where you're at?
Yeah.
Or do you trust him in all things and take the next step? Make the next move, do the next thing. Yeah. Because you can't stay where you're at. And most people don't even like where they're at. They're just existing. They're not living, they're not thriving. Yeah. You're just doing the routine of a thing. And what does that bring you? There's no satisfaction. Exactly. There is no satisfaction in that whatsoever.
I love that because I think that when we talk about the restoration, the only place and the only way to get that, I was having another conversation, is to submit.
Yeah.
So you use the word yielded.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really important because you have to submit or yield
Yes.
over the version of yourself that
Correct.
you want to keep.
Yes.
Right? Because you know what's coming next for you. You know this season that's calling. But it also means that in this season, you have to trust that your relationship with God has to be first.
Correct.
You have to do the work of maintaining
Correct.
that. And so sometimes that's some hard conversations for you. It means being called out in certain ways. It means having to humble yourself, having to ask the Lord for forgiveness, even when you have been obedient, right? You know what I mean? Because sometimes we're obedient, but our heart posture isn't correct.
Girl, now you know.
You feel me? All right.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll say it and we'll do it, but
but then go to him and be like, "Now look,
that
get somebody else to do it next time."
that is
'Cause
that
you know
right
I
there.
didn't want to just do
I did
that.
not want to do that,
Correct.
and I did the bare minimum to do it.
Correct.
But that's a thing because I think when you're talking about relationship with God, you have to be prepared to get yourself out, like your flesh,
Yes.
your ego, your
Yes.
perceptions, your
Yes.
expectations. To have true relationship with God, you literally have to yield yourself over to Him.
Completely.
Yeah, like it can't be that you get to stay how you are and it's okay and He's supposed to accept that, because I think that that's a popular misconception
It
when we
is
talk about
very
relationship
much
with
so.
God. He knows my heart. He does know your heart. That's why He's telling you to change. That's why He wants you to grow up.
Point blank.
That's why
period.
He's calling you out. That's why He requires sanctification.
Yeah.
That's why He requires holiness and righteousness. He does know your heart.
Yes.
He actually does.
And it's filthy.
And it's filthy.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing because, again, those of us that have grown up in the Word, in the church, we've done all of the things. But to actually have relationship with Him, we have to get out of the mode
Yes.
of the thing,
Yes.
right? And we have to actually, like, our entire selves, our entire
Yes.
beings are turned over
To him.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not just this,
Right.
this like
Right.
it's so much more than that. And I think that that's the thing that people sometimes miss when they've been away from Him, and they're trying to get back.
Yeah.
They
I
get
tell-
performative.
I tell people all the time, you're never too far gone to go back. That was something that I had to learn because, like you said, when you grow up, you're born and raised in the church, you know the nuances of church.
Yes.
You know church.
Yes.
You know that the lifting of your hand, quote unquote, is worship. Girl, please.
That's the norm, though.
It's the norm. And so you have to decide that you want more than the norm.
Yes.
So you have to go to Him in order to get that, because as long as you continue to do what you're doing, what you know to do, what you've learned to do, a lot of the things that we've learned, we actually need to unlearn.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of us need to be retrained. Yeah. And so you have to go to Him in that. And so that's ultimately what I did. Because I was talking to T a couple weeks back, and we were talking, when I first started going to church up here, girl, women were wearing pants. Oh my God. Blasphemy. Because what are you doing? You're wearing pants?
In the house of God.
In the house of God? How dare you? Literally.
Let the fire come, God.
I was like, oh, Lord, I don't know if I'm going to be able to come here because, baby, they ain't holy. They wearing breeches. They wearing dungarees. What are they doing? They don't know they not supposed to do this.
Oh,
These
fully
grown
goes.
women, and they is in here with pants.
Fully.
Girl, my mind was blown. And granted, nobody ever told me I couldn't wear pants to church. Let me be clear. No one. My granny, my mama, my big mama, my aunties, my leaders. Nobody ever in life told me that I could not wear them.
Yeah.
But I also never saw any of them wear them. So when I came up here and women are wearing them, like, oh my God, you're not saved.
Yeah.
You're wearing pants to church. But I had to go to the Father because, again, though my perception was that way, I also knew that God was there.
Yeah.
So I felt His presence. So there was a drawing to continue to go. So I went to Him and I was like, Lord, Now, these people wearing these pants, these women wearing these pants to church, I don't know if I can do this. And he literally told me, he was like, the sin is not in the pants. And I said, He said, yeah, it's not a sin to wear pants. I said, okay then. Now, I ain't wearing for a little while still. I know what I heard, but yeah, I'm good, Lord. I'm going to continue to wear my dresses, to church because, no, I'm not. I hear you.
I ain't gonna be able to do that.
And I won't judge the ladies anymore for wearing it because you said it wasn't a sin.
Right.
Just like when they say, it's a sin to wear makeup. No. The sin was because Jezebel put that makeup on to seduce. Yeah. Her intentions were not pure behind why she made up her face. Correct. So back to the heart. So it's like, that's what you have to worry about when you're worried about a relationship. I always tell people it's more for me about fellowship, because at the end of the day, you can be in a relationship with someone, but when it's strained, you don't communicate with them. You don't desire to do so. It's very one-sided. Yes. A lot of our relationship with Christ is just that. Yeah. So for me, it's more so fellowship, because when you fellowship, baby, you spend time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You desire that. It's like, I can't wait to get in that word. I can't wait to go into prayer. I can't wait to go into worship. Like, there is such a desire, a hunger, a thirst, a seeking, a pursuit. Yeah. That's connected. Yeah. And so, again, though, it's about your heart. So first things first is I had to go to him and be like, okay, Lord, like, I'm angry about this. And most importantly, I'm angry about the crazy answer that you gave me, because what are you talking about? Because I asked him, I said, what do you mean, why not me? And he said, why not you? Like, what makes you so special? It's literally what the words that he told me. What makes you so special that you can't go through anything? He told me this at 16 years old. Sir, what?
That's a hard thing to hear.
Girl, I don't receive that. I don't accept it. I don't want it. And so, okay, no. But when I came back, as he drew, I had to tell him, like, I'm angry. Like, I don't like that. I get what you said, but it's not okay. Yeah. But he told me it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's going to be okay. I've been reading the word, and lately it's 2 chapters in the Bible, and it keeps reverberating in my spirit, so I know it's a thing. But it says that he's in all and with all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I've rested in that for like the last month. Mm-hmm. But it's a reminder of my relationship with him. That through all the crazy things, he's in all and he's with all. Mm-hmm. Emmanuel. Yeah. God with us.
Literally.
Right. And so that's what we have to tap into, is in those hard moments, in those seasons where we are so lost, so down, so out, so everything, that, he's with us.
I think you have to want to be with him.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Because he's in all the things.
Correct.
That's clear. He's already there.
Correct.
But I think that when you're talking about relationship, you've got to want to be with him. And that's the difference between church and religion.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right? Like, those are on one side and relationship is over here. It's a choice. It's a constant pursuit. Yeah. It's a constant desire. I think you used that word earlier. And I think that that's the most important thing, because sometimes we forget that. We think that us going to church equates to us having relationships.
Not so.
We think that us being able to quote the Bible and follow the rules of the Bible equates to relationships.
Not so.
And it doesn't, because that's not necessarily choosing God. That's performing for God.
Correct. That's legalism.
Yeah. And that's the difference.
Yeah.
It's not choosing him.
No.
It's performing for him.
And he doesn't even want a show.
And he doesn't want a show. But you look at your natural relationships. Do you want people that perform for you, or do you want people that fellowship with you, that do life with you, that are intentional about their care for you, that check themselves for you? Like, I think that those things are what we do here should mirror what we want done in the spirit, right?
Very good.
Like, I think that's a thing. And I think that once we switch our mindset to mirror his own, that's where we'll see the growth. I mean, we joke all the time about me growing up, and I am. I am. But I think that came from me switching from trying to see him from here.
Correct.
Because here ain't always right. Actually sucks.
Really bad.
Really bad. Really bad. And I switched to say, Lord, give me your perspective.
Yes.
So give me aerial view.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
That changed the game for me.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
did. And the way that I engage with him, the way that I pursue him, the way that I lay myself out for him is completely different than what we were doing before.
It has to be.
And it's funny because you wouldn't necessarily think it was all bad.
Because it wasn't.
There. But that's also what is...
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's what gets you into trouble.
Exactly.
Because it's not all bad, you think it's all good.
You think, exactly. And I tried to teach y'all last time. Good ain't always God.
No, it's true.
But most importantly, he wants better.
Yeah.
So I was in worship beginning of the year, just kind of seeking him like, Lord, what's your direction for my life this year? And one of the things he told me, he was like, I want the body of Christ to operate in the fullness thereof. And so just like you said, a lot of times we're just doing the bare minimum. I'm talking about the barest of the barest of the barest. Just to say, well, I did X, Y, and Z. But again, was your heart in it? Where was your standard? Okay. Were you integral in doing so? Okay. No, you were none of those things. You literally just did it for the sake of doing it. But he was like, so many people are operating so low, in such a low place. And so perception matters. Because when you remember who he is, when you remember your why behind what it is that you're doing. A lot of us know what we're doing, but we don't know why we're doing it.
Yeah.
So I tell my son all the time, Bub, if you don't have a reason behind why you're about to do something, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't just do stuff to be doing stuff. And a lot of times that's what we do. We just do stuff to be doing stuff to say that we did it.
Yeah.
But there's no purpose in that. There's no fulfillment in that. There's no nothing in that. You just, okay, you got another notch under your belt, but baby, you ain't got another crown in your jewel. You ain't got another jewel in your crown. Like, that's the end goal.
I think, what I think that you're describing is the mentality of many people, even the people that are in church, right? Because we're talking about everybody. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. The mentality is that many of us seek to be pleased instead of seeking to please. We want to be pleased by God. We want him to give us what we've prayed for, what we've asked for, what we believe we worked for, what we're always performing for.
Yes, ma'am.
We want to be pleased.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
we don't seek to please him. We don't honor him.
Which is crazy.
We don't worship him. We don't submit to him. We're not obedient to him. We haven't yielded to him. We aren't pursuing sanctification, holiness, and righteousness. We're not doing any of those things because our focal point is to be pleased instead of being pleasing, right? Yeah. And so I think that again, is what taints our relationship with him. And so our foundation has a lot of cracks. And there are vines growing up through it, weeds growing up through it, weevils coming up through it. Like it's really, really awful. And then we get to this place where we're in deficit and we're depleted and we're like, God, where are you? I've been doing all this. I've been talking all the time at church every day of the day. I'm on the worship team. I'm preaching. I'm doing this. But God, where are you?
God, I did all of this in your name.
I did all that. And what does he say? That's not nice, Petra. Wow.
We just giving him the word of the Lord. A lot of us are doing a lot.
That's the thing.
In his name.
And he's not even going to know us.
Depart from me.
And that's what makes me laugh, because there were seasons it was me.
Surely. Definitely me, baby.
It was
me.
And now to see it's like, y'all are doing so much. And he doesn't even see it. He doesn't recognize it. He's certainly not going to favor it. And he's not going to know you in the end.
And in this season, he's not even gracing you to do it anymore.
No. And we're seeing that a lot.
We're
seeing that a lot, that grace is running out. But I told y'all a long time ago that the season of grace is ending.
We tried to forewarn him as best as we could. We really did.
Yeah. And we're seeing it now, heavy, that has lifted.
Yeah.
And that's scary for some people.
It's very scary. It's scary.
And it's honestly, it's scary for those who have latched onto them instead of latching onto God.
Correct.
And again, that goes back to the legalism,
Yes.
the church think, the religion, like all of those things. Like, where is your relationship? And I also want to be very clear, because the Holy Spirit just talked to me about that. Be careful about always calling everything religion and legalism too.
Please and thank you.
Because some of y'all just don't like order and you don't want to be obedient. There is still structure.
Structure and order.
Yeah, there is still that. There are still rules that you have
Very
to follow.
much so.
There are some things that the Holy Spirit is going to convict you
Very
of.
much
There
so.
are some things that you can't dibble and dabble into. Like, you just going to have to get over that.
Come
like,
on.
There's the thing. So be very mindful, because some
Yes.
people be like, oh, I only do relationship. I'm spiritual. I'm this, I'm that. That's dangerous.
Please,
That's
Missy.
dangerous, because even though Jesus came, he still came in order.
Always.
Always. So be mindful. Now, don't do things that keep you out of relationship. Don't do
Right.
things that cause you to idolize your performance. Don't
Right.
do that. But just be mindful that a lot of times what we consider to be toxic is really just our perception.
Correct. Perception matters.
Yeah. And it's not always toxic. Sometimes some of us just don't want to be in order.
Yeah. We don't want to be submitted. We don't have a teachable spirit in any way, shape, or form. We think we know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing, and it's a concerning thing. It's a concerning thing, because even so let's jump 10 years from the time that I came back to him.
Mm-hmm.
I was pregnant with my son.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped going to church for 2 years. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
And one would think, especially when, oh, she was born and raised in church. Even to when I actually shared this with somebody, they said, you stopped going to church for 2 years? Did.
Yeah.
But let me be very clear. There was nothing about my relationship with him that wavered.
Yeah.
Because in that time of me not necessarily being a member of someone's church, I was definitely still communing with him. Mm-hmm. I was definitely still spending time with him in my word, in my pursuit of him. I took that time to do that. Yeah. Because like you said, a lot of people, church hurt. And in that aspect, the reason why I wasn't is because I had left a ministry that did not do well by me. But did I ever go and blast them? Did I ever put a subliminal post up? That has never been me, will never be me. That's not a thing. Yeah. When I did decide to actually go and talk about it, I actually went to the leader of the church. Called him, met with him, told him everything that I thought, everything, how I felt. I mean, the whole nine. Yeah. Why I left, the whole nine. Because an older woman, she told me, she said, if you're going to move, that's the right thing to do. Order. And so I didn't say, well, I ain't finna be doing, they didn't do. I didn't. I said, yes, ma'am. Yep. Took a week or so, called him, scheduled the meeting, met with him, said what I had to say in a very respectful manner. I didn't do anything crazy, but I told him what it was and what it wasn't and why I left. And I washed my hands of it. Yeah. Since then, I see them, they see me, we speak, it's no problem. Yeah. But at the end of the day, what I typically tell people about church hurt, half the time the Holy Spirit has already told you to leave. Mm-hmm. You haven't left. Mm-hmm. And so at that point, what else do you want him to do? Yes. But if we remember, we are the church. Mm-hmm. It's somebody in the church that has hurt you.
It's a person.
It's a really person. It's not the church. Yeah.
And that's why I'm always afraid when people are like,
yes, I'm sorry, but I always have to clarify that because it's a person. The church itself did not. No. I'm sorry, but it didn't. No.
And I think that's, again, when you get to the restoration part, you're able to open your eyes to that it's a person.
That's why perception matters. Yeah. Yeah. And when you're growing, he'll deal with that. That's going to be one of the first things in coming back to him that he deals with. Yes. Like, hey, you viewed it this way, but it was actually this. It was actually covering. It was actually protection. It was actually safety. Yeah, that was my hand. And all of that. And then you go from, being blinded to your eyes are now open. Yeah. And you're like, oh, God, thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
And there's also the opposite, too. Because I've seen situations from both, right? Mm-hmm. Like I've seen from your side where there was something happened and you did need to be released from that place. Then there's the opposite.
Very much so.
Right? Where people have made a decision that was poor.
Extremely poor.
And because they feel a certain type of way about
Yes.
people or what's happening, they feel that they've been hurt by the church, and then the Lord is telling them to leave. And it's actually not what's happening. The Lord
ain't
is telling you
said
to
a
grow
word.
up.
He's trying to mature you.
He is.
Yep.
Because sometimes there are places that the Lord has called us to that is not as mature as we would like, but because you're sent to be an example.
Correct.
You're to fill the gaps. You're
Correct.
to help to do some of the work. And so sometimes we
Yes.
do have the burden of responsibility.
But we don't want that.
But we don't want that. But again, you would recognize that when you are in pursuit
Yes,
of
ma'am.
biblical relationship,
ma'am.
right? I think that that's going to be key. And so being able to differentiate
Correct.
between the
Correct.
two and again, maintain this relationship. Because when we're talking about restoration, and I mentioned this in another episode coming up, is you have to realize that when we talk about that, we're talking about being restored to the version of you that the Lord has called you to.
Correct. Not your version. Yeah.
Not that. And so that's the same thing when we're talking about relationship. What is the relationship that he had ordained for you from the beginning of time?
Correct.
Not necessarily the one that you're in right now,
Correct.
right? And so being restored to his relationship.
Yeah.
His sight. And so you're able to see between the two. Like sometimes there's seasons where the Lord calls you to stay.
Right.
And you need to do that with joy.
With exceeding great joy. Seriously. Yeah, it's a thing.
It is.
It's
and
a
it's
thing.
hard.
It can be. It really can be. That's why your posture and your heart matters. Because it can be. That's why I like to pray for hindsight and foresight. Because you do. You need to be able to see what's ahead, but then you also need to
look back.
You need to review. Yes, you need to be able to know that you know that you know that you know. Oh, I'm never going back to that place.
I mean, never.
Yeah, like take the lesson from it, but know that okay, it's time for me to move. The timing of God is just oh gosh,
It's unmatched.
it's unmatched. Yeah. And so you have to make sure that you're in the timing of God. You're not going before his timing. You're not delayed because you're in a place that you should no longer be. Yeah, that's all a thing when you're trying to be restored back to him. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what's the main thing. I don't know what it was for you, but it's something for you all to think about. What's some of the things that have kept you from that? What have you know what I mean? Like, why do we fight against it when it's for our good?
Right.
It's not like he's trying to harm us.
Not at all. So I recently had this conversation and I literally said, it's the fear of the unknown. Yeah. 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 We're type A, so we need to know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we need to know. So it's definitely the fear of the unknown. Like, okay, Lord. Because, typically, he's not going to show you everything. No. He's just going to give you this instruction. And you be like, okay, that's it. And then he's quiet.
Yes. Very quiet.
I mean, extremely.
Yes.
And so, then it's like, okay, well, then what? And he's like, you worry about the wrong thing. I gave instruction. Just do that. Yeah. And so what will we do? We'll be like, oh, yeah, I can't do that because he didn't tell me nothing else. So I'm just going to go do this. Or nothing at all.
Actually, until you give me the full plan, I'm just going to sit right here.
Oh, actually, I'm just going to wait on you. We don't be waiting on him. He be waiting on us. Yeah. So just do the thing.
Just do
afraid.
The thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do the thing afraid. Do the thing blind. I think that's really key because if you are going to ever have a relationship with strong faith, that means that you have to have strong trust.
Correct.
Right? Like, you have to trust that he's God.
Correct.
Regardless of how you feel.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And whatever it looks like. And so we've got to get to that place because, again, I think, this is just a personal thing right here, I believe that the Lord doesn't tell me all of the details because he wants to see if I'll trust him enough to believe that he has them.
I mean, how could he not?
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Like, what would be the purpose behind telling us all of it? Because then, oh, okay,
That,
I can do that.
yes. Or I don't want to do that.
Or I definitely don't want to do
Actually,
that.
sir, I don't want
Actually,
that.
God,
You know
but
what I
no,
mean?
Yeah.
But I think he wants
Yeah.
us to get to this place where we're fully trusting him regardless.
We have to.
You know what I mean? Like, I said I'm God. Do you trust it or
We
not?
have to.
Yeah?
We have to. Because he'll do that so much so most people don't, but a handful do. 2 years ago, I made that type of decision.
Yes.
And literally was like, sir, you are tripping. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, I notice you because I know my time up. Yeah. And so at first thinking like, oh, I'm always so good in this area though, so it'll be fine. Yeah. But then was like, hey, wait a minute.
Sir, it ain't coming together how I
Yeah,
thought.
like 6 months, a year. Hey, sir. So what are we doing here again? Because, no, this is not what I thought you meant. Right. And so, again, just being in a place where it's like, okay, God, I trust you. But then the action behind it. It's just like a lot of us give him a yes. Apostle preached a couple weeks about the power of yes. Right. And so a lot of us give him the yes, but then there's no action behind it.
So is it a yes?
So is it a yes? Because then there lies the problem.
Because to me, I'm not sure that's a yes.
Correct. Because faith without works is dead. So it's like, okay, you gave him a yes, but then what did you do after that? Right. Yeah, a yes is more than just a verbal word. Yeah, Apostle literally told us, yes is an action word. Yes. So there has to be, you have to do something after you tell him yes. And so he's probably already told you what to do after you've given him your yes. So the question is, have you done it or not? Yeah.
And I'm gonna give y'all just a bonus here. It really doesn't matter why you haven't done it.
No.
It's just the fact that you haven't done it.
Yes.
A lot of us want to explain things. We want to be able to reason with God. We want to kind of go through the details with him. It really doesn't matter. If you're being disobedient, that's what he sees.
Correct.
It doesn't, we don't need the why.
No.
The why you didn't follow through, the why you only give a partial yes, it really doesn't matter. And honestly, you trying to explain it just delays you more and makes you more disobedient.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think that we have to get past that too.
Yeah.
We really got to get out of that. But all of that, all of what we're talking about falls under performative faith. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
Because we want people to see.
Yes.
But the word says what we do in private. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But nobody wants to be private anymore. No. Oh, I hate it. Yeah. Literally. And I know hate is a strong word, but I absolutely hate it. No one wants to be private anymore. But then you're upset when you get exposed.
Yes. That's awkward for me, though. I don't know how I feel about that, though.
But you...
Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay. I don't understand that. Because you did that.
I don't know if they realize that. I don't know if people really take accountability for what they're actually doing. Not what they say they're doing, but what they're actually doing. But that's how you get to true relationship when you're accountable. Yes. That's how you know that you're in communion with someone when you are accountable.
I literally was about to say that because I always tell my kids, you can only be held accountable for what you know. Mm-hmm. So it's about you taking accountability. Like, what did God say? What did he say? You know I'm strong on that. Baby, what did the Lord say? Yeah. Because you ain't got to come and ask me nothing if you said the Lord said. Now that's between you and whatever God you serve now.
Yeah, that too.
because sometimes it's that too, baby. I don't serve that God. That
I don't really know who you prayed to.
I don't know who you prayed to. But I'm never gonna not tell you to follow the God that you serve. Yeah. Because guess what? You never gonna tell me. You never gonna tell me, well, girl, I know you said God said, but because girl, I tell you where you can go. I'm just because you're not gonna tell me nothing contrary to what my daddy said, and we got a problem. We have a major problem. Y'all know you're not going to ever try to talk me out what he said. It's not going to ever in life happen. Because those are the things that I hold on to in those seasons.
But I think that goes to the top, right?
Yes.
Like that's how you got back to that
Yes.
place because you did hold on.
Yes, I remembered what God said.
Yeah.
Like if I can't give anybody anything else,
That.
is if you've ever had a true relationship with him and you're struggling to get back to that place, baby, remember what God said.
And trust it.
And trust it. Mm-hmm. And even if you can't remember, guess what? It's written down in 66 books.
Isn't that beautiful, though?
It's phenomenal. Because that's what he told me. He was like, so many people, they live their life based off prophecies. And the whole time, the Bible is here full of promises. Mm-hmm. Prophecies are contingent, is what he told me. He said, but every promise is yea and amen.
Yep, in him.
In him.
Not these extra ones, but the ones in him.
I'm talking about just the ones in the 66, y'all. I ain't talking about.
I really want us to clarify.
Again.
Yeah. I really think it's important,
No,
though,
it is.
because a lot of people.
It is.
Because they'll come to you with the conversations of, well, I prayed about this, I petitioned the Lord about this, but actually that petition, that prayer wasn't in his will, so it doesn't actually fall under his promises.
His promises.
And people don't realize that.
Correct.
He didn't answer this. Was that actually aligned with his will?
Or
it says
word.
his promises. His, as in he ordained it.
Correct.
He put favor on it. He called it forth. It's not just because you pray something, it becomes his promise.
Not at all. Because half the time we are misaligned.
Yes.
We're so fleshly.
Yes.
And superficial about what we're praying.
Yes. Every time.
Yeah, we're not.
Sorry.
Not every time. But we're not tapping into the true things of God in prayer.
Yes.
And I'm such a stickler on that because I used to be that person where I'm just praying from a place of emotions and heart desires and what I want. Lord, I really want this to work. And girl, who cares? Yeah. But that's not what I willed and planned for your life.
For your life. Yep.
So I'll give you what you want only to show you, baby, that would never.
And I don't
never
actually
what
want
you
him to do
needed.
that.
No, he can.
You know what I mean?
He don't have to answer another one of those frivolous prayers for me ever in life, and I promise you, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think resting in that, like really, really resting in that.
Seriously.
You don't have to respond to any more of those, Lord.
No, Lord.
When I make the mistake of going that way again, just ignore me because that's not what I need. It's not what I want.
No.
But God, again, realign my heart with you. Bring me back into focus. Get me to this place where I'm only praying what you want, because when you were just talking, we were talking about flesh, it's talking about our wants. Get me to the place of my needs. Get me to the place of my needs. Because my only need is you.
Period.
That's my only need.
And baby, when I tell you, when you come into the knowledge of that, yeah. Your pursuit, it completely changes.
Yeah.
It's literally like, okay, where's God? I told you I was asked to go somewhere the other day, and I was like,
you did, yeah.
Oh, I don't think God is going to be there. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I'm actually not sorry because if my daddy not there, I don't want to be there anyway. But those are the questions that
I don't think he's showing up this week.
No, I'm so sorry, but he's not going to be there. You may not. You probably shouldn't go.
Right. I'm not saying they shouldn't go neither.
No, but yeah, because I don't want to be anywhere that he's not. That's where I am in life.
That's good.
Yeah, if you're not there, what would be a good enough reason for me to be there?
I think there's one.
There isn't. I haven't found one yet. So yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with that. That if he's not there, I don't want to be there. Yeah.
I think that's wise. I do. I think that people overcomplicate things.
They do.
I think it's just as simple as that.
No, it
if
really
he's not
is.
there, if it's not more of him,
no,
you don't
thanks.
need to be there.
No thanks. I desire
not
to be in the place.
Yeah, like there's nothing else that you need to add or take away from that. If he's not there, he's not there.
Correct.
So neither should you.
Be blessed. With or without the ED.
With or without the ED. Period.
But yeah. No.
I think I do. But you got to get to a place where you are more confident in who he is than the affirmation of people,
That.
the conclusion of people.
Correct.
Right? Like you got to get more confident
Yes.
in who he